What is up, everyone? Lion Roar here. It is so good to see you. I see there's already been a lot going on in the chat box. Hey, what's up, noob? Dad Major, awesome to hear about your war today. That's fantastic. One of your best wars. 4 one-shots, 2 cleans. Fantastic. Hey, Day. Good to see you again. Day John, what's up? Franklin? Yeah, hey, we're gonna have a good time today. I'm particularly excited about this war because I have a couple of new costumes that I'm gonna use for the first time in war. I got my costume Sartana all leveled up and even got some emblems on it, and I got costume Liana all leveled up. So I have a couple of new war teams to try out today. And I think they work particularly well with the green tanks that we're facing. So it's always pretty board dependent on how well you're gonna do, but I'm liking the team structure anyway. I feel like I've had an upgrade to my attack team since the costume event, so I'm really excited about that. All right, before we get started, just a quick announcement. I released a video the other day. I'm trying out a new game, as I will continue to do on my channel, called Gemstone Legends. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure to go check that out. It's really cool, and I think at first it looks a lot like Empires and Puzzles, but there's a lot more to it than that. In fact, it doesn't really play like Empires and Puzzles. The board play, it's a match 3 a lot like Empires and Puzzles, but the board play is a little different, in that, well, first it's reversed, so the sides are switched in it, but you can also match diagonally, which is really cool. And there's no dead tiles. Like, for example, oftentimes in war, you're going to see me go like 3-2, 3 of the strong color, maybe 2 of the strong color against the flank, something like that, where all the tiles that don't match the colors of the heroes that I bring are dead tiles. But that's not true in Gemstone Legends, which is really cool. Your heroes will still attack the opponent, even if the colors don't match. What it's more about is trying to clear the board in 3 moves as much as you possibly can to do the most damage. And of course, if they are in your colors, you can charge up their mana more. So that is cool. Why don't I show you a little bit about it? Another really cool thing that I've said Empires and Puzzles has needed to do for a while, but Gemstone Legends is doing, and that is, when costumes came out, I was hoping that what they would do is release pieces of equipment or something like that you could mix and match on heroes and Empires and Puzzles. But check this out. You can do that in Gemstone Legends. This is exactly what I thought the costumes should have been in Empires and Puzzles. So I'm really glad to see a game doing this. It actually makes it feel more like an RPG too, because you're collecting just different armor and things like that, and you can mix and match it. There's really special ones, like you can see I've got a really good one right here, a weapon that's 5 stars. So there's different stars that go with the weapons too. And you get these by playing the map. Like, you get these by playing the game. Like, actually playing the game. Like, you don't go summoning for these equipment. When you play the map levels in certain regions, you can get certain equipment. One map level will bring you helmets, and they've got different stars and different rarities and things like that, So you can keep playing that same spot until you get the piece that you want and then move on. So, like, I think that's super cool. Anyway, that's just a sneak peek. I've done a video on that. I'll do more on it because I think that it's going to take some folks a little bit of getting used to how different equipment and things like that work. So if you'd like to play along with me and tell me what your thoughts are, I put a link in the description of this stream. If you want some free stuff, you have to use that link. I have to say, the developers of the game were really generous. They sent me a link to give to you all and to use the code #lion# in order to get the free stuff. And it's like a lot of summons, like a lot of free summons. It's not just like 1 or 2. It's a lot. So make sure to go check that out. You have to put the code in within 3 hours of downloading the game in order to get the free stuff. If you wait too long, you're not going to get it. So just make sure you do that. Use the link that I gave you and the code within 3 hours, and then you'll be good to go. All right, let's get started on this. In this particular war, we are facing off against Tiny Lегион. I don't have a very good Russian accent, but basically Secret Legion is their name. I'm gonna go ahead and toggle off the chat there. I don't know what people are saying. Don't want to give away our strategy or let a random curse word fly on my stream. Not that anyone would care all that much. It's not like this is made for kids or anything, but but I do know that some kids do watch this, so I just want to be mindful. Thank you, Tata. Chang, nice to see you. Yeah, Chang, the combat style is really interesting, and I'll tell you what, the combat style in Gemstone Legends rarely frustrates me because you can always do something with any board that you get, since you can do diagonal matches and use any color. But there is always best moves you can do, so it's finding those best moves. What's up, Adib? Nice to meet you. Hey, hey. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with my Loki team. It's both Lord Loki and Lady Loki. So that would be good to take against. Let's see. I want to go against a team with a lot of like status ailment heroes, if they have any. That one would be good. That looks like a good one. Yep, here's another one. So maybe I go against the strongest one of those three, because this is a pretty good team I have. That's level 30 troops. Level 24. And level 30 troops. Okay, so tough choices. Those two are about the same. Almost identical, actually. We've got undead hordes, so lots of minions this time. Also, I apologize if when I'm playing, I miss things in the chat. I'm going to try and concentrate on the strategies that I'm doing here. This is a really tough team to take on. I'm going to try it, and we'll see what happens. Let's see. I'm going to do Lady Loki, Gravemaker, Tyr, and then we'll do Sir Lord Loki and Ariel. So I've got a lot of like cleansing and just shenanigans. This is just a shenanigan team. Yeah, I love the Loki team just because it's fun. Of course, I have to get the blue and red tiles, and taking blue against a green tank is not my favorite thing to do, but Lord Loki's just so fun, so I have to, right? All right, let's cross our fingers. It's always important, even with a bad board, which this does not look like one, but it's always important, even with a bad board, you just do as much damage as you can so that the cleanup is easier. So you want to be looking for making sure not to let them heal and, things like that. There's no healers on this team, but I'm just saying. All right, so, I mean, unquestionably, the first move needs to be that there red diamond. And this is going to be over real quick. So I don't need to go after Gravemaker. I actually kind of want him to go off because, well, then I can use Lady Loki effectively. So this is funny because I don't actually want to be making red matches quite yet because I want to set this Gravemaker off, but maybe I just will. Maybe I just will. I'm going to use Lady Loki, and then she's just going to charge up again, so it's fine. Use Lady Loki first to distribute the fire. Okay, I can save my Gravemaker, even though I probably don't need to, but... Oh, barely alive there. Okay, well, hopefully all of my luck wasn't packed into that first one. That was like easy mode. Next up, we're gonna do Boomer Bust team. This is good to take against some snipers and things. That team might be good for this. I think I'll try it against this team. Oh my gosh, Chang, you got Alfreak and Sif? Yeah, they're gonna do amazing for you. Those are awesome. Like even in non-rush wars. I mean, obviously rush wars, that's where Alfreak really shines. Like, dang, you put Alfreak at your tank for rush wars, you're set. Like sometimes she just wins the game on her own. It's unbelievable. If you've seen my rush wars, you know what I mean when I go up against Alfreak. I don't have Alfreak. I wish I did. She's amazing. I'm very jealous. All right, so let's see here. With this particular war, I want Wilbur to have that troop, the level 23 troop. Where's my Jean-Francois? That's what I want. Okay, and costume regard. Make sure the troops are on the right heroes. I think that's good. Let's fight. JZap, I like Yunin a lot for rush stuff, but probably he's, I would imagine, too slow for the regular meta right now, like regular raids and things like that, regular war. Depending on what tier you're fighting in, of course. I want to make the blue dragon bomb sort of, but also don't. Kind of just want to set those red tiles, like the red dragon bomb off. Try and get some more red to come up from the bottom. I think I'm going to do that. That didn't work like I wanted it to. So I'm going to try for a cascade. It's probably not a big cascade. But if I do the green match and then into the blue match, it looks like blue should form a diamond somewhere after like a move or two. But I think I'm just going for this cascade here. Okay. There's the last red match, but my mana's slowed down now, so yeah, unfortunately I shouldn't make that match. Probably, but at the same time it may be able to kill Teleria, so I probably want to do that because I could just, oh my gosh. Okay, it set everyone off anyway. I didn't think it would, but it did, and I'm happy about that. I thought I was one tile short of setting everyone off. Okay. That's good. Boy, that red match didn't do a lot of damage. That should have done, I felt like it should have done more, but you know, once they have all the defense down and I've got 3 red heroes, it seems like it should do more, but whatever. Oh, this is good. This is real good. This is real good. That little ghost tile. All right. By the way, I just made a video on my thoughts on Thor, and I think this match goes to show you it's not that hard to get like 4 matches, right? In fact, I'm on like what, 5 for red? Like 4 or 5? And if you can ghost like I just did with the red heroes with Thor, that means after 2 matches, he's gone off once. After 4 matches, he's gone off twice. At that point, he's doing better than Drake. And then, if you get to ghost like I just did with Thor, he's hitting everybody at this point in the game. Could you imagine? That's pretty good. So I do think people are underestimating Thor. I'm just going to throw that out there. I think that Thor, to me, is a hero who doesn't do anything great, but he does a lot of little things that add up. And the fact that he's a fighter and is very fast is the main reason why I think he's good. And I think a lot of people are also just thinking of Thor in terms of how many tiles are needed for level 2, or how many are needed for level 3. But forgetting that at level 3, level 1 and 2 has already gone off, right? There's a cumulative effect to everything that's happening. Now, I know people have been testing him out too. I think he strikes me as someone who is probably going to need a little bit of, like, he's very technical. Like, I feel like he needs to be played right. So there may be some tinkering that needs to happen with him. I don't like what's about to happen to me here. I was hoping that one match would kill. Drake, please don't blind Quintus. Yes! Alright. Die, everybody, die! Boom! Oh, so close. Alright. I mean, it's only a matter of time before I win here. So I really just need to ghost. That should be it. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Waiting for Freya to fire would be smart. I was talking a little bit there, so I wasn't really concentrating, but a thought I was having there anyway was I was trying to set Wilbur off to do some extra damage while I could. I thought it could kill at least one or two of those heroes with the tile match that I had there. But unfortunately, it was just not quite enough. So that's why I did Wilbur at that one spot before Freya. But yeah, at the same time, I didn't think through it real hard either to think about what if they survive, you know. But there we go. Okay, 2-0. You know, you get to a point where you really just need to like ghost for the win. It's still important to be careful though. All right, next team up is a strong yellow team. So is there any like good purples here we could take on? So there's Teleria with a purple flank there. It's a lot of minions. All right, so I need a reminder of this card. Bara is fast. Summons a moth minion for each ally. The moth minion inherits 20% HP and 20% attack from the caster, which is actually quite a bit of attack. Those minions do a good bit of damage. Each hit from a moth minion gives the target the following status ailments. The target receives 204 poison damage over 3 turns, which is... Bara's good. Bara's good. The target can't receive new minions for 3 turns. Bara's really good in this war. So, like, do I want to take the yellow team against her? That's just a good team right there. They get lots of minions, you get none. That's a underrated little defense, I think. Let me play with some of the new heroes first. Some of my new costumes before I go to that yellow team. Let's go with Costume Caitlin and Costume Liana against this one here. And let me just make sure the synergies are going to line up. I think they will. Yeah, I think this is good. All right, so we've got Costume Liana. Look, I've got another Costume Liana and Sartana to work on as well. Let's take this a shot. And Costume Regard. Whoop, not that one. That one. Okay. That looks good. Let's go for it. Actually, I think I might want the level 30 troop on Caitlin. I need her protection as soon as I can get it. All right, cool. Wow, we're close to 7,000 points. All right, so if I do the red match, that can set up a green dragon bomb. Hopefully bringing up more greens from the bottom too. Let's try to set that up. It's just a small bit greedy, but you need as many, or I'm gonna need as many green tiles as I can get on the board. Oof, I didn't want him to go off. Should be okay though. I might just save. No, I don't need to save Caitlyn. I've got a green diamond. Okay, I will save. Do I want to save Costume Regard, or should I just use him right now? I kind of want the healing, so I think I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna do this. I wanted the healing and the attack boost right there, so that's why I didn't just let Magni hit me and then have to cleanse. Nice. That's why I love Costume Caitlyn. Oh, let's go after Sir Cage Barato over there. I want to heal my my own Costume Regard up a little bit here. All right, let's try Caitlyn, see if that'll kill him. It should kill him. Holy shields. There are a lot of holy shields on the board, but I don't think I can kill him before I need to. So do I just work on Anzo? Nah, I'll just work on him. So I could save Evelyn to clear the mana generation at least. Let me just make sure that that's not like can't be dispelled kind of thing. All right, let's get rid of some yellow tiles there. Thanks, Anchor. All right, come on. These guys just need to die, right? Lots of diamonds. Diamonds all day. There you have it. All right. Cool. 3-0 so far. Do I want to go back to the yellow team yet or not? I don't think even though my yellow team has a lot of emblems on it, it's not as synergistic as some of my other teams, so I'm not sure that I want to use it quite yet. How about Costume Sartana? Maybe it's time for her. I haven't used her yet. So that was the first time I've used Costume Liana. That was fun. Costume Sartana is really cool too. Do we have any yellow flanks? I don't see any. Unless I'm just missing them somewhere, but I don't think so. All right, so I can definitely dispel. So I want to maybe take on this one because of Krampus. Speaking of pronouncing names, I had said like Crumpus or something at some point. Someone made sure to point out that it's Krampus, which sounds awful to me. Thanks, Eyes Wide Shut. I appreciate that. Okay, let's go with obviously not that costume Sartana, that costume Sartana. And she just deals a straight up 532% damage, which is unbelievable. That's awesome. She's just simple and effective. Like, you know, let me say something about this too. Like, there are a lot of really cool specials and synergies and things like that where you pair a couple of heroes together and they do some really cool things. But the name of the game is just to kill. That's what she does. She just, like, kills an opponent. So I like that. Nice, simple, easy. The opponent can't fire specials if they're dead. It's actually, yeah. I'll give him the big mana troop. We'll give Ratatusker the smaller mana troop, and then we'll go with Evelyn. So we have 2 ways to dispel in 2 different colors against Krampus. Let's hope that works out. Yeah, Tata, that's exactly right. You need to be here every Sunday when I start. Keep the luck going. The only problem with that match is it really diminishes the tiles that are left on the board. So let's see. If I set this yellow diamond off, I do mess up a green match. But it would make it likely that some more green tiles come up from the bottom there, giving me more match possibilities, I guess you could say. So, like, there's an argument to be made to not make the green match. Where's most of the tiles going to come up from? So, here's the reason I think I'm going to go ahead and make the green match is because if I make it and then set the yellow diamond off, there should be, like, the green that comes in will all be at the bottom, will hopefully help me form the next match. So, I really don't like depleting my tile colors like that, but we got a purple match there. Let's see what this does. As long as I have matches in my colors to make, I'll go ahead, and then when I start to run out, I'll set that yellow diamond off. All right, come on, Costume Sartana, do your job. Oh my gosh, always, right? Always. Like, do I use a shot on her? I think I do. She just needs to die. And then I at least get a little minion to protect against some fire damage here. And we get our minions now, so a little more help against Gravemaker there. All right. Do I use Ratatusker? Yes, I do, because I need the healing more than anything. And then I think I just need to try and kill Krampus so that he doesn't cause a lot of trouble. Gosh, he's still alive too? Dang. All right. Okay, so we got 2 heroes dead. Let's see if we can keep it up. How nice was the undead horde minions? That really helped to keep Sashat alive, which is really cool. Thank you, Anchor. That's really cool of you. I appreciate that. Sing a song about Krampus. Are there actual songs about Krampus? Man, you don't want to hear me like ad-libbing. I don't know if there's any actual songs about Krampus, but I wouldn't know the lyrics anyway, because I'm not one of these like lyric people, so I'm just gonna have to like make something up. Oh no, come on, bunny. Ah, oh, jeez. Anchor, you're gonna mess me up here. Alright, need to go after Gravemaker. Come on, hang on. Hang on here. Come on. How long is this blind gonna last? One more turn so I can save it. Just gotta survive the bunny. I will concentrate on the Krampus song once I've been able to hopefully win this. Even though things look good for me right now, still a little nervous about this. All right, come on, let's go, Sashat. Take her out. All right. Okay, singing. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to sing. Is there a Krampus song out there? Krampus song. If I play a song though, I might get demonetized, right? Oh man. The Krampus song. There are some Krampus. There are some Krampus songs out there. All right. So far I'm 4-0. But first we have to pause for a Krampus song. I'm at least looking up some lyrics to see if I have a way to start out. How about just like changing a typical one, like you better watch out, you better cry, you better pout, I'm telling you why. Krampus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Krampus is coming to town. Oh man, Krampus. He's stalking you. That's what's going on. Krampus is gonna find you. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. But he doesn't care because Krampus is coming to town. Okay, there we go. That's enough. I'm sure that your ears are probably all bleeding by now, but that's what should happen with a Krampus song, right? Okay, now back to the regularly scheduled programming. We've got this war going on. I've got one more dedicated one-shot team left. It looks like the Barra team is gone. I can't go after that other Krampus team. Actually, I probably... Huh. That's not really a one-shot, but that's the only one that really matches. Like, I don't know that I necessarily want to go after this one with the yellow team. There you go, Day. Yeah, you can start and stop the singing based on who outbids the other. Oh my gosh. I was not prepared to sing about Krampus today. I didn't even know there was Krampus songs. All right, I don't really want to wait here. But neither of these like one-shot teams left really line up well with what I have left. Maybe I can go after one and then we'll try the other. And we'll just see what happens. I'm going to go after this one first because if I happen to get a one-shot out of this, the cleanup team would be good for red flanks. What I mean is Black Knight red flank, like, because it's actually a blue heavy team, so I want the off chance that I can send some blue tiles into him. All right. All right. I'm going to start off with Delilah, then we'll go White Rabbit, Costume June. Guardian Kong, Marjana. Let's hit it. So we are over 7,000 now. 7,000 points. It's good to see. So I have two ways to make a green diamond. Is there a best way? Probably this way. Just because there's some red tiles over on that side of the board already. So hoping to bring some up there. Nice yellow tiles. Take her out. Boom. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. Best way to do this. First, let's do Delilah. Then we're going to do White Rabbit. I definitely want to kill Krampus. So then Guardian Kong, who's a cleanser now. Remember that. He didn't used to be a cleanser, but he takes away Gravemaker's flames. Which is cool. So I should be able to kill Krampus with the red tiles, right? He's got 97 left. What do you think? Can 3 red tiles kill him? He's got defense down. You know, I really hate Jabber. And I think he needs to die. Let's go after him. Let's go after White Rabbit. Let's try to kill Krampus with the red tiles. Ugh, yeah. Okay, just enough. Just enough. Green diamond. And this is all she wrote. I get a bonus one-shot attempt. I get to use my cleanup team to try for a one-shot. And actually, I should probably take a look at that because it is good heroes I have left. But I might be able to cobble together something better. So I should definitely take Krampus, Alice. Oh man, I really am hoping that red tanks take over because my blue heroes are just so good. I've just got so many good options with them. I think... Ooh. I think I'm going to do Greg. This is going to be tough. And then I'll do Melindor. So maybe we can dispel Black Knight. Let's do yeah, let's do Krampus. I'll take King Arthur. I was thinking about Frida, but I'm just going to be a little more surgical with this one. I'm going to try to kill one hero at a time, I think. Ling Hyun, that's a good question. Should you replace June costume to Thor in defense team? I had someone private message me that question actually. And actually their question was, should I replace or who should I ascend, June or Thor for defense? My feeling is Thor is better than regular June. Costume June is better than Thor. That's my feeling. So, Zevex, I don't know if you've been here since the beginning of the stream, but I was talking about Thor a little earlier and how I think that Thor doesn't do any one thing particularly great. He's not the best at any one thing he's doing. But I think there are a lot of little things that add up that are causing him to be underrated. And earlier in the stream, I showed why. Because a lot of the concern about Thor is how many tiles it takes to set off the different levels. And I just really get the feeling that most people are looking at each level independent of the other and thinking about how many tiles that is. So, of course, level 3 seems like really difficult to get to. But earlier in this war, I don't know if you're around at that point, but um, I showed how, like, really early in the match, I was able to basically get, with my red heroes who are much slower than Thor, everything I needed that would have set Thor off at level 3, like, early in the match. You do have to, of course, be kind of lucky to do that, but one of the things that I think might be getting discounted is that you can start ghosting at some point. So, like, and I did that with my red team. So like I had set them off twice and then was able to ghost a tile, and that would have set Thor off early. So like I'm thinking of Thor more in terms of how many matches it takes to set him off. So like 2 sets him off once. At that point, he's better than Drake because Drake hasn't gone off yet. At 3 matches, Drake goes off, and he's bar none better than Thor at that point. Um, but then at 4, Thor goes off again, and then Thor's been better because he's hit potentially 3 opponents if you targeted the same hero each time. That should kill that hero, by the way. 280% plus 280% darn near should have a hero dead by that point. So if you target the same hero, or he's hit 4 if you got lucky and were able to blind multiple opponents. If you feel like doing that, I would think you would want to work on just killing an opponent. And then potentially at 5 matches, you could set Thor's 3rd level off if you can ghost the yellow match, like I did earlier with the red heroes. So Thor can potentially go off on the 5th match. And at that point, when he's hitting everyone, he is way past Drake at that point. In fact, if you just do the math, he'll have hit 50% more heroes and done 50% more damage in an ideal circumstance. So I kind of pointed out how relatively easy it is to actually get there earlier, but he's not a hero you can just take in and is overpowered. And he might be better for offense than defense. I'm not sure. I'm still unsure about him because I didn't get him and I didn't get to play him. But when I'm thinking about defense, it is, and I've been talking a lot, so I know that I basically just messed that little match up there. Somebody already jumped in and killed it. But like on defense, so like if you think about Gravemaker at flank, right? People have a lot of Gravemakers at flank. He goes off pretty frequently, at least 2 or 3 times in most matches, unless you're like focused on killing him. So I think he can get to level 2 and 3. If and then by the time like Drake goes off twice, that's equivalent to Thor having gone through all his levels. So that means that Drake hits 6 people for 200 and what is he? He's like, is he 270% damage? He's lower than Thor. And he's got a lower attack stat too, so you have to remember that. Thor's actually doing, yeah. So Drake does 270% damage and has a 727 attack, while Thor has 280% attack and this higher base attack stat. So already Thor is doing some more damage along the way. And if you can get to level 3, which I don't think will be uncommon, Drake will have hit 6 at that point. Like let's say you take him on the same attack team. Thor and Drake right next to each other. Drake will have hit 6 for 270% damage and a lower attack stat. Thor will have hit 9 heroes. And if I'm remembering correctly, Thor does a better blind too. Yeah. See, Drake's negative 35%. So personally, my feeling is that Thor is strictly an upgrade to Drake. But I think there's a case to be made for sure that he's not quite as good as some of the ninjas. His special works different than the ninjas, but there's a case to be made that his special's not quite as good as some of the ninjas out there. But I think he's better than Drake. And I would say Drake's like a B+ or A- in that range. So I definitely think Thor is like an A. I don't think Thor's the best hero. Like I also think if Thor's attack advantage is barely noticeable. Well, if we're comparing Thor and Drake, Drake's is less, so that means Drake's should be barely noticeable too. Here's what I'm like imagining with attacking with Thor. Okay, so you're going up against a tank. You're probably just gonna aim at the tank and try to do the special on that, right? Remembering that other hero specials are going off as well, so like you could potentially use Thor's first level at 2 matches along with, another hero special going off after that at some point to finish off whatever hero he started to hit, and maybe did a damage to like a third of their life or up to a half of their life. Or like, let's say you have the new Leonidas too, who does like elemental defense down, or any of the defense down heroes paired with Thor. He's doing quite a bit more damage with that paired together. All right, so like he goes off once. Let's say you damage the tank a little bit. All right, then you get to the 4th match. He goes off a second time. This time he's hitting 3. At that point, he's doing 280% damage again to that hero. That tank should be dead by then, right? So now there's like a ghosting lane potentially. So 5 or 6 turns, I don't think is too difficult to get to. And Drake's stats are lower. So unless there's something wrong with Thor, like unless there's a bug in it, according to what's printed on the card, Drake's attack is lower and the percent is lower. Only by a little bit each way, but I mean, Thor has 749 attack base stat. That's pretty good. And it's 280%. So, I mean, if Thor's attack does feel insignificant, then Drake's should too. I don't know. It's interesting. They're not the same hero. They do act differently. You do have to put up with like an extra turn to really get the advantage out of Thor. And maybe that extra turn is just too much. I will point out that another hero who it's possible I could fall into the trap of with Thor is Jack. Jack looked really good when he was printed. He was very fast and, distributes the pumpkin bombs and things like that. But in reality, Jack is really darn slow, right? So when you actually start playing with Jack, it's not working out like how it looks on the card. It just takes too long. But that same thing may be true of Thor. I just don't know. But I feel like based on the math, just looking at it, not having played with him, he's pretty good. Now, I don't think you take him to win the game with him. He's not overpowered. I think you pair him with I would take him with Costume June maybe on my team. Or I would want like a defense down hero. I would want Thor, and then I'd want like a sniper to finish off whatever Thor is doing. I want the sniper to be able to just take out whatever hero has a little bit of life left. I think that's the way to use him, but I'm not sure. Again, I won't get to use him. I didn't get him, and I'm not particularly like, I got a lot of summons recently that I'm trying to level up, so I'm not chasing him. I don't chase any heroes really, but yeah, that's true, Zevix. I'll be interested to see more videos on him as well. All right, let's go with this blue team now. Now that I have some choices here, I really need to choose like the weakest defense to go after, because this is a cleanup team that I'm taking. So maybe like, I don't know. One of these might be okay. I think I might want to take on this one. Let's do it. Let's take on this one. All right, this time I'll try not to talk too much as I set this up. Let's go with King Arthur, Krampus, Alice. And this is where it's hard, because I have a lot of good heroes left here. And my thought is Greg. Could go with Greg, and like let me double check this. Let me see if there's a reason to take this Melindor. I mean, he can clear Vanda's effect, which is kind of nice. I like the defense increase. I think I'll just stick with this team. I think this is fine. Okay. Well, maybe my luck has run out finally. We're just going to have to do the best we can with this board here. How to get more blues. Okay, I can, I see I can set up a green match on the left, but let's try this Cascade first. That helps. That helps a little bit. Okay. I definitely need to make a green match. I'm just trying to see if there's a better one than another. Green, blue. If I do that blue, let's do this. See if we can get a blue to come up. Nope. Oh, no blue or green. What's up, Cartoon? What's up, Censure? How you doing? I don't think I'm going to escape out of this one. I went 5-0, but this is looking tough, especially with the 3 blues against Teleria. And I'm just not getting tiles coming up from the bottom that I need. Oh, please let me heal some. Oh my gosh, so many minions! Alright, I've got the 2 blue matches, but it might be too little too late. Ugh, because here comes Vela. Oh my gosh. See, it would have been nice to have Krampus' special up right there. Oh, Artillery is going off again. I still haven't fired any of the blue heroes. Way too late for Krampus now. Yeah, Zevex, this is a cleanup team, that's why. Yeah, the only real synergies it has going on are the elemental defense debuff from King Arthur and his protection against specials. And then, you know, Krampus trying to be able to protect the rest of the team. I was hoping that between Krampus and Melindor, I'd be able to like protect the team, but I just was not able to get blue to go off. And I was hoping that I'd be able to basically go like, you know, attack boost, King Arthur, you know, Alice finishes off whoever she needs to finish off, but I just didn't get to fire specials. I might just flee because I just don't have. All I'm gonna do is get Teleria to heal. I don't want Teleria to heal. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Teleria is gonna go off before I can even make the like blue dragon bomb. Thank you, Jesse. That's awesome. I appreciate it. All right, well, unsurprisingly, my cleanup team was unable to get a one-shot. I was hoping for some luck with that, but I'm just going to flee because all that's going to happen is Teleria is going to heal, and I will lose two of those 6 points that I just earned. So that's it for that. All right, guys, once again, I showed off Gemstone Legends a little bit at the beginning of this. If you haven't seen my video on that already, go check it out. I'm just diving in, just learning. I want to know what you guys think about it, so the link to that is in the description. And if you want a whole lot of free stuff, including a bunch of free summons, the only way to get that is to click on that link and then put in #lion hashtag into the global chat. And then, like, I've never seen a game that gives you so many summons to start out with, and honestly, people who just download it from the Play Store don't get that, or like from the App Store. They don't get that free stuff. So this is really the only way to get the free stuff. The developers of the game were very kind in providing that to me to give to you. So before I go, what I'm going to do is set up my raid team for this week. We've got Rush Attack, 4-star heroes. So for Rush Attack, I like to just be really deadly fast. We've got all the colors. So that means I'm just going to use my best heroes. Gosh, that was like all healers and stuff. I think, let's see, if we go red, blue. Yeah. Wilbur's a nice one because he's got lots of emblems on him. And then I could go like double greens behind him, like these costumes. We could just go like Lijiu. Lijiu's good in the front too. That might be a good idea. We can go this way. I kind of like that. Right, mana control. Yeah, Mist is awesome here too. Then I'll just put those in the corners. They deal a lot of sniper damage, so that's cool. That's kind of what I need. So what I'm going for here is lots of AoE damage up front with Lijiu. I could potentially do Tiburtus up front. Actually, that's a really good idea. Because I really like his defense down for everyone. So maybe we do that. Because we could do like Mist behind him, like Tiburtus, Lishu, Mist. And then we've still got a lot of mana control going on. I kind of like that too. Which one do you like better? That's a cool idea, noob. My stream labels are being funky here. There we go. All right. So, any thoughts or opinions on that? I'd appreciate. So I could go with Lishu as the tank, or I could go with Tiburtus as the tank. Kind of like Tiburtus as the tank because that defense down is really important for the rest of the heroes when they go off, especially at very fast. You could potentially turn this into needing your heroes to just go off once after Tiburtus has gone off to be able to kill the whole team, as compared to, let's see, if Lishu's in the front, you might need everyone to go off a couple times, potentially. More, if I do Wilbur, I need to do more area of effect heroes, which I don't have a whole lot of. Lishu's like one of my only ones. Because as snipers, even with their defense down, I have a lot of snipers and they don't do that well against sharing damage. I don't have many slow heroes. I mean, I know I have Jot, but I don't want to put a slow hero in just for the sake of it being slow. And Jot kind of, I don't know, like are they bringing blue? Like maybe if Wilbur is the tank, he's good because they try to bring blue. Maybe we could do that. Well, let's try this. Let me see what this looks like. Because Wilbur does have emblems. We could do Tiburtus to make sure we can just keep them. He's one of my. I have to go with him. He's one of my only. Even though he's going to overlap with Wilbur, he's one of my only area of effect heroes that I have. I get kind of cornered here trying to do this, but this is a pretty good setup here too. It's a lot of area of effect damage for what I have, and then maybe like Proteus can stop their mana. Yeah, and I have emblems on Wilbur, so it does make sense. I just think in the very fast wars, so the reason I like Tiburtus, even though he's not a tank, is because when you have these very fast wars, to put a really devastating type of special up front, like everybody getting defense down, is so difficult for the attacker to deal with. That's why like Frigg is such a good tank, because really she's not built to be a tank, but when she goes off, the game's basically over. Tiburtus is a lot like a purple Frigg, purple 4-star Frigg. Yep. Costume Kashrek, Ghoul Bursty. I think I have a Ghoul Bursty, but not leveled. Yeah. Oh no. I just accidentally took out Lishu. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. But I think that's what I'm gonna go with. What do you guys think? Is that better? This is basically all of my area of effect damage dealers. Proteus isn't even one, but he does do some poison damage area of effect, and he stops their mana, so that's good. So I got some mana control here. I'm doing some damage. I got some defense down. There's some synergies here. Well, we'll see how this does. It's also my biggest 3-star troop is in the front. So that looks good. That's fine. Perfect. Okay. Well, guys, did anyone get Thor or any of the other Valhalla heroes for the first time and test them out? Tell me what you think. I'm curious to know what you got. And has anybody here tried out Thor yet? I'm just really curious because I'm giving my opinions about him a lot because I'm thinking he's being underrated, but he might not be. I mean, he just might be too slow. I don't know. Anyone trying him out? The heroes that I'm going to be sad to not have gotten from Valhalla. Now, I did get tiers, so that was good. I ended up getting a few, but it took me a while to really get any. But not getting Alfreak kind of hurts. Skadia would be good too, but I have a lot of good blue heroes, so I didn't need it. I do have Ratatusker. Man, Odin would have been nice. I really wish I had Odin. And Frigg. Oh man, that's one I really, really wanted. What? Goompy, oh my gosh. Congratulations, that's awesome. Gefyon's amazing as a sniper. And Bertilla's good in these very fast wars. Alfreak. So I'm going to miss Alfreak. I'm going to miss Frigg. I mean, I know that they're going to have things in the future where you can always get these again, but like, I just doubt that's going to happen. Lord Loki, I was lucky to get. So I'm just reflecting on Valhalla now. Got Lord Loki, got Lady Loki. Didn't get Fenrir. I love this art. This art is so, so good. So congrats on Gefyon. That's a really cool looking hero, and she's good. Lingyoon, I would think that Thor would need the attack route. Oh, I think that there's no question Odin's better than Thor. Odin's awesome. But he's one of the best heroes in the game at the moment. But I mean, you do need to pair him, like you need some synergy there. So he's not as good on his own. Thor can stand alone depending. You have to get the tiles. But Thor is also sort of a support hero in that he needs like another sniper or a big damage dealer to go along with him. But yeah, I didn't get Heimdall either. That would have been another nice one to get. Absolutely, Lingyu. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining me here today. Noob, I'm probably actually not as quite as high on Freya as other people are, but she's fine. Like she's good. She's fine. She seems to do really well on defense. She can be tougher to face than I expect sometimes. So I think she's primarily a defensive hero, but she's fine. You know, those minions do a lot of attack. A lot of attack. And the defense is nice too, right? So as minions matter more, she'll probably matter more. But she's certainly not one, like I would actually have to debate about leveling her up, but like she's a druid. There's not a ton of good druids. So that's really nice. I have a lot of good purple heroes, so she probably would have been behind a few others. So I'd say she's average. Yeah, sure. I like Frigg. See if we can find her card again. The main reason is because it's that defense down that is the most powerful thing. Like, just being able to have that makes things so much easier. That is, I think, the best type of mechanic in the game is defense down. That's like the most powerful thing you could be doing. Gosh, I'm like not even in the Valhalla section. There she is. So just giving defense down is extremely powerful. Plus that like extra damage for the nature shield is really cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've noticed much of a difference with her after the nerf. But I also don't have like a ton of experience with her both before and after because she's such a hard hero to get. Most of my experience with her is in wars. But yeah, I still like her. I'd still call her an A. Like I don't think she got nerfed below an A. You know, there can be some variation within the A range though. Like even though I think Thor is an A, I think there's plenty of heroes that are better than him that I'd also give an A, but I'd rank him lower than some other heroes with A's. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Censure. Yeah, she's still a great hero. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna need to look up that special, but my intuition is Costume Scarlet. And I don't know why that's my intuition, because I don't have the special memorized. Let me see if I can find it. All right, if I'm reading the right thing, gosh, her defense is just still so low, but the attack is extremely high. 138 poison damage over 3 turns is the main thing to target nearby enemies. She has a really high attack stat, so she deals 185% damage to them too. Boy, I'll tell you what, that's a tough one. But my sense is that the costume has more going on with the special, and that should make it better. Plus, I mean, you level it up anyway, and both sides of the card get the bonuses, like as far as mana and stuff like that goes. And so you definitely want to do that, and base stats get boosted. But I would think the costume is better. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. Well, that was all for today. I know I could probably keep talking all afternoon, but I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go as well. It has been good. Thank you for joining me. Once again, if you haven't already, for people who haven't watched the stream yet, I'd appreciate if you consider giving the stream a like and hitting that subscribe button with the bell notification so you know when I drop more of these. What that will do is let other people know to watch the stream as well. So I'd appreciate if you do that on your way out. That would be very kind of you. And I'm going to catch you in the next one, which will not be too long because I've got some Gemstone Legends videos coming out soon and thinking about what kind of live streaming content I want to do for that. So I will catch you next time.